Peace can only come as a natural consequence of universal enlightenment and merging of races, and we are still far from this blissful realization. My belief is firm in the law of compensation. The true rewards are ever in proportion to the labor and sacrifices made. Merciless is the law of nature, and rapidly and irresistibly we are drawn to our doom. Most persons are so absorbed in the contemplation of the outside world that they are wholly oblivious to what is passing on within themselves. Deficient observation is merely a form of ignorance and responsible for the many morbid notions and foolish ideas prevailing. There is scarcely a subject that cannot be mathematically treated, and the effects calculated or the results determined beforehand from the available theoretical and practical data. One has to be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be quite insane. I am credited with being one of the hardest workers, and perhaps I am, if thought is the equivalent of labor, for I have devoted to it almost all of my waking hours. My project was retarded by laws of nature. The world was not prepared for it. It was too far ahead of time. But the same laws will prevail in the end and make it a triumphal success. The progressive development of man is vitally dependent on invention. These are only new devices for putting the weak at the mercy of the strong. One has to be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be quite insane. If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have a key to the universe. As I review the events of my past life, I realize how subtle are the influences that shape our destinies. One may feel a sudden wave of sadness and rake his brain for an explanation when he might have noticed that it was caused by a cloud cutting off the rays of the sun. The progressive development of man is vitally dependent on invention. It is the most important product of his creative brain. When natural inclination develops into a passionate desire, one advances towards his goal in 7 league boots. The carrying out into practice of a crude idea as is being generally done is, I hold, nothing but a waste of energy, money and time. Every living being is an engine geared to the wheelwork of the universe. Though seemingly affected only by its immediate surrounding, the sphere of external influence extends to infinite distance. Most certainly, some planets are not inhabited, but others are, and among these there must exist life under all conditions and phases of development. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. I don't care that they stole my idea. I care that they don't have any of their own. The scientists of today think deeply instead of clearly. One must be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be quite insane. The present is theirs, the future, for which I really worked, is mine. The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in 1 decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. If your hate could be turned into electricity, it would light up the whole world. Of all things, I liked books best. Be alone, that is the secret of invention. Be alone, that is when ideas are born. I do not think you can name many great inventions that have been made by married men. Our virtues and our failings are inseparable, like force and matter. When they separate, man is no more. Life is and will ever remain an equation incapable of solution, but it contains certain known factors. We crave for new sensations, but soon become indifferent to them. The wonders of yesterday are today common occurrences. What one man calls God, another calls the laws of physics. The individual is ephemeral, races and nations come and pass away, but man remains. You may live to see man-made horrors beyond your comprehension. It's not the love you make, it's the love you give. Marconi is a good fellow. Let him continue. He is using 17 of my patents. Great moments are born great opportunity. Inventors don't have time for married life. Please share your favorite Nikola Tesla quote in the comments area. For further updates, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching.